Veterans reentering civilian life face many challenges, including finding a job. Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Welcome to this edition of Military Makeover Operation Career. Today, we're in Utah, the 45th state, a place where pioneers moved mountains for a dream of a better tomorrow. It's here that we're going to focus on the inspirational stories of former servicemen and women who have reinvented themselves and are now thriving at companies that value their unique skills. We recently visited a global company located just outside of Salt Lake City, Utah, with an impressive coalition of veterans. Operating in about 35 countries, these extraordinary servicemen and women made a difference for our country and now continue to make a difference for our planet.
Kennecott is a natural fit for veterans because what we're looking for is leadership, discipline, and teamwork. I've been with this company for 20 years. This is an amazing place to work. What we're doing here at Kennecott, we're focusing on the copper production and other critical minerals. Everything that we do, we want to do it with care, courage, and curiosity. Well, this is one of the things that personally, I would say, connected very well with me with Rio was the values. I mean, around safety, but also about caring for our teams, caring for our people, and all the opportunities that you can have within the company. We've got the ambition to make the world a better place. When you think about any kind of renewable energy or electric cars, without copper, you don't have any of this. We make modern life possible. We've got 4 generations of people that work here. We've got people that contributed so much to the country by producing premier American copper. And this is why we think it's a very, very good fit with the values and the pride that we can see from people working here, but also with people who serve in the military. Everything that we do, we know is ultimately to serve the country.
I was in the U.S. Army. I was a 12 Bravo. I served for about 6 years. The biggest fun that you had from the military was just around the relationships you built. A lot of the relationships I've built over the 20 years of working here is very similar to the military. The challenges are similar to the military. The biggest similarities, I would say, is the atmosphere, the relationships you build with people. The challenges that you face on a day-to-day basis are pretty similar. I've been at Rio Tinto for 20 years. I've stayed at Rio Tinto for this long based off of just the opportunities. I started out as an operator in the business, and now I'm an operations manager. It allowed me to go to college. It's provided for my family, and I've built a lot of close relationships, and they're pretty loyal.
My father retired after 27 years in the Air Force. So I was born into the Air Force. And then I joined. Basically, I've been out of the military about a year now. I was in the United States Air Force. I did 27 years. I retired as a Chief Master Sergeant. The military is like a microcosm of society. When I transitioned to be a civilian, it was hard leaving everybody. One of the fascinating things that I saw was there were a lot of similarities between the military and Rio Tinto. At Rio Tinto, they have care, curiosity, and courage. And something that I could translate from the military was the Air Force core values. I'm able to use those every day. I'm a maintenance supervisor, and I have 12 millwrights. And I like to say that we keep things running or we fix things. When I was in the military, you could have, all the machines and everything that you wanted, but if you didn't have the people and the people were motivated and wanted to succeed, then you didn't have anything. Same thing at Rio Tinto. It's all about the people, and really your people determine how successful you're gonna be. And I was recruited by a fellow airman, and I had served with him in Iraq. And then as I got to work with Rio Tinto, I realized that there were more and more veterans, within the workforce. Marines, Army, Navy, Coast Guard, a little bit of everything, whether reserves, guard, active duty, or retirees, many individuals that have served in combat. As you start talking to people, there is a pretty big community of veterans that work within Rio Tinto.
To be honest, it's a bit difficult to transition from being full-time military to going into civilian life. I think a lot of veterans can empathize with that. Some things are overwhelming and just the differences in environments. But for me at Rio Tinto, at least, all of my leaders at the company have been very, very supportive. So I've been in the military for 21 years, all in the Army National Guard. I've been deployed twice, once to Iraq and then once to Qatar. And I'm a major in the field artillery. I definitely consider the group of people I work with right now as a family. I'm the operations manager at the concentrator. We take rock from the pit here, we crush it and pull minerals out of it and send it to the smelter for further processing. We go through a lot together every day. It's a big challenge. We move millions of tons of dirt a year and crush hundreds of thousands of tons a year at the plant I work at. And so we go through a lot of issues together and work through challenges together. And so, you build bonds going through those sorts of things, I lead a team of roughly 70 people. My job is to make sure they have the resources they need to make their lives and their jobs as easy and functional as possible. Kennecott is an amazing, amazing place. This is one of the only sites in the entire world that mines it, crushes it, concentrates it, smelts it, refines it, all in one location. We provide the fundamental minerals and metals that society needs to function. It's a great company. I enjoy it. It keeps me engaged and interested. And there's never a shortage of challenges, and without a challenge here and there for a team to get through, a career can get kind of dull, right? And we don't have those here because we're doing hard stuff. Anybody who's a veteran that's searching for a new career, I definitely advise them to look into Rio Tinto. Absolutely. Many of the elements that make a good team member in a military unit transition and translate directly to being an employee here at Rio Tinto. Teamwork is vital. Just look at this hole behind us. It takes more than one person, obviously, to move that mountain.
My family worked here, I work here, and now my family's here.
I really enjoy this team. It really feels like it's been an easy transition from the military.
All of this won't happen without our people. This is why we need you to join us.